Right Edition, welcome, happy day. Hey, I've been looking like this for a long time now. It's been more than 2 weeks that I've had the plague. I was going to go to the studio today because I got so much to rant about, but I couldn't do it. I'm still not feeling well, so the studio came to me. So here I am at home, a lot of information, hey, but I wanted to share all of that with you because I got things to say. One of them, of course, would be about Toronto, Canada, the Ford Nation thing that's going on. Everybody in the world knows about Toronto and its mayor, all for the wrong reasons, and that's just too bad. And a viewer recently sent us this picture, which is kind of cute. No relation. Nobody wants to kind of be associated with the mayor. Hey, but you know what I say? If you got a drinking problem, hey, I'd much prefer a drunk conservative than I would a sober liberal. Hey, just saying. Let me tell you, too, about the Conservative Convention, the federal one held in Calgary almost 2 weeks ago. Tickets were upwards to $1,000 each, and I had a free pass, and I couldn't go because I was sick, and I wish I was there. But, you know, had I been there, I'm not so sure that I would have responded like everybody else. In fact, I know I wouldn't have a trained seal I ain't. I wouldn't get up and applaud and everything. Oh, great stuff, when in fact it wasn't. One thing they said that really got in my craw, and in the craw of so many millions of others, they said this about guns, firearms. The Conservative government recognizes the legitimacy of private ownership of firearms and will resist any domestic or international pressure to the contrary, and we will vote for a resolution against more gun control. Against more gun control. That's like a great big overweight man, you're 500 pounds, and you say, I'm going to vote that I don't gain any more weight. Talk about the cure, don't talk about stopping where you are. For heaven's sakes, what you're really saying now, Conservative government, is that you've adopted all of the liberal policies about gun control, because that's effectively what you have done. And so many other things that I didn't like in this speech. He called Quebec a great nation. Canada's a great nation. Quebec is a province within a nation. Get over that. And he said a sentence in English. Every sentence that he said in English, he then immediately repeated in French, and 95% of all Canadians don't understand it. I get it. I know that's the law of the land, but you know what? Come on, work with your audience. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, and he didn't do that. That's divisive. He talks of running the economy. He's an economist. He says his party can save us. Yeah, you think for me I have no rights? It's about rights. He had a great opportunity. He had a chance. He had a chance to broaden the message. Talk about people, talk about their lives, talk about their rights, their goals, but instead he talked like all politicians talk. Mine is a strong, stable government will protect the economy. It's all about the economy, the world, the global situation, etc. And you know, here's a guy, he's just the same as so many politicians. He creates problems and he campaigns on those problems. The Senate, we got to do something about the Senate. These 3 senators, we got to get him kicked out. Subsequent to that, I guess they kind of have been, sort of maybe. He's the one that appointed them. You know what? It's like a fireman. I'm going to go out tonight and start a fire so I can keep my job and go and put the fire out tomorrow. The economy is good. Is it really? I'm not so sure about that. A while ago, the United States of America, I'll get off of Canada now, jump over there because they got problems too. A while ago, they had Steve Jobs, Bob Hope, and Johnny Cash. Today, there's no jobs, no hope, and no cash. Hey, pretty much the same everywhere, isn't it? And the rights of the people are being taken away. Before you jump around the world, I think, and try to save the world, I kind of think you need to look after the citizenry. That would be an important thing. America has a $20 trillion debt. This president is in office right now as we speak. When he leaves office, he will be the 44th president, of course, and he's ran up more debt than all 43 presidents before him combined. That's even hard to say, let alone trying to compute, try to connect all of those dots. That's pretty shocking. Let me share a couple of graphics with you here as well. Have a look at this one. Holy smokes, you know, the unemployment rate under the Clinton and the Bush administration, or Watts call it, it was about 5%. Under Obama, so far, it's almost 9.5%. This guy, I mean, what's he doing? I know he's trying to create a welfare state, because once you create it, it's very difficult to unwind it. And that's what's happened in Canada. They have a majority government there. They could fix it, but they've chosen not to, because once a socialist, you know, complicates things, because that's their job, it's very difficult. You almost need a dictator for a short while to fix it, and that's happening now in America, and it's a pretty sad thing. The food stamp presidency now of Okami is unbelievable. Have a look at this chart. 39.5, call it 40 million people now are on food stamps. And he likes that because that's socialism. That's what you got to do to make it work. Okay, let me end today with this. A lemon picker. This will be the Okanagan Valley in Kelowna area, British Columbia, where they have lemons. And a woman, her name was Sandy Mulligan. She was from Comox, BC, and she decided to take a job that most Canadians are willing to do, and that, of course, was picking lemons. And the guy said to her, "You're too qualified. You got this degree and that degree. You got a liberal arts degree, brr, brr, brr. And, you know, do you have any actual experience in picking lemons?" "Well, as a matter of fact, I do." She said, "I've been married 3 times, divorced 3 times. I've owned 2 Ford cars, and I've voted for the Liberals 4 times. Hey, I'll come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right." See ya.